What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for everything local sports. It's JJ.
And Mike, and this high school football video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, the perfect place to cater your team's next event.
We're seeing red because somebody's going to have the inside track to second place in the Moore League after Wilson hosts Lakewood on Friday night in a true proximity rivalry.
Wilson, a top 4 team in their division, and I think going to go and win that thing. Lakewood has won 3 straight Moore League games. So many involved in this game have connections, and JJ, it's the Bobby Bowl.
How can you not be excited for the Long Beach Bobby Bowl? This tilt gets going very quickly as Wilson fumbles the opening kickoff, and then Lakewood's going to go for it on fourth down twice on its opening drive. They get the first one, they don't get the second one. Turnover on downs. You see the theme coming.
Yes, absolutely. Going the other way, Lakewood got a steady dose of Dylan Harris tonight. He was very efficient between the tackles. A couple of great tackles at Wilson, so that's not a surprise.
The Bruins did run into a fourth down of their own. They draw up this screen, and Michael Bruner. Thank you, Adrian Tejada. I will take this all the way to the house, 33 yards. Wilson up 7-0 towards the end of the first quarter. And yeah, that block from Tejada gets the appropriate praise on the sideline.
Absolutely. They don't get touchdowns for that, but they should. Lakewood quarterback Giovanni McCoy has changed the Lancer offense with his running ability this month. But on the first play of the second quarter, the real McCoy sends an ultra-light beam out there for Mr. Bridges and ties it up at 7.
This is a god dream. It is 7-7. Lakewood feeling good right now, but not for long, because a triple helping of Trace on the ensuing drive sets up this great run fake for Ryan Petway. Isn't the other quarterback supposed to be the runner? Petway looking fresh on this 33-yard scamper into the end zone.
That's going to give Wilson a 13-7 lead with about 10 minutes left till halftime. And shout out to James Voorhees and his typical hard running tonight. Could not break a big one against that stout Wilson defensive front.
After that touchdown toss, neither could McCoy. They just couldn't find a game breaker. Speaking of game breakers, he wears number 88 for the home team. It is Petway to Bruner once again. 44-yard touchdown is the second of the night for that duo. It puts the Bruins up 21-7 with about 4 minutes till halftime. But Wilson would not be done yet. They get the ball back with about a minute left. And here we go. If it's prime time, you know where it's going.
Petway's going to hit Nick Primetime Timko twice on this hurry-up drive. So you see him scooting out there. And, these Wilson receivers can break the game open. That one's going to put the Bruins up 28-7 at the half.
Halftime, homecoming, a perfect time to say shouts to you, Wilson staff, coaches, administrators, athletic director Jeff Evans, and everyone at 7th and Examino have turned this football stadium into a Friday night destination. It is a scene out there, and they should be very, very proud of what they've done in a very short amount of time.
Probably quite a bit of magic still to come over there at 7th and Zimino. Stevens Field and Meyer Stadium has obviously been one of the places to be. No real chance for a Lakewood comeback in this one because of guys like Brett Dogowitz on the prowl. 7 solo tackles.
Yeah, and he's doing it with sportsmanship too. I'll knock you down, help you up, and knock you down again. Also, more of the same coming from the Wilson offense in the second half. Yep, that's Petway to Bruner again. It's the hat trick, 3 TDs tonight. Bruner has 10 TDs on 24 catches this year. Somebody do that math. That's
a pretty good rate there, JJ. That's 1 touchdown for every 2.4 catches. Wilson special teams getting in on the action with the
double thumb.
Cole Henderson, and almost able to save that thing for the touchdown, but instead it's going to be Dillis Harris. The Vulture is going to get to take full advantage of the short porch and go in to cap his 14-carry, 84-yard night.
Cherry on top before the running clock, it's either the hard way or the Pet way, because it's too easy for this 3-year starter. Petway went 11 for 18 tonight, 253 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's on pace to leave the school with over 5,000 yards passing and 50-plus touchdowns.
Well, and he may be leaving with some hardware as well. Wilson looking just as sharp as we expected them to in a 49-14 win over Lakewood. They will have the bye next week and just 1 game left before the playoffs start. Lakewood still looking good for a playoff spot. They'll be facing Compton to try and sew that up next week.
For all of that local football action, you keep it right here, the562.org.